Going for a walk today, guys. Kind of just waiting for people to get on here. You're not coming, Sweet Pea? Are you coming? No? Fine. Just going for a walk today, guys. Waiting for people to get on. Are you coming? Wuss. Dog is a wuss. Ain't nobody showed up yet. I'm looking for my old pine tree that I used to climb. Oh, shoot. I think it fell down. Damn. That sucks. I was going to climb that, but it fell down. Ain't nobody on yet. I'm going to keep walking until some people come on. It's really pretty today. It's kind of gloomy, but it's not all cold and stuff like it has been. Just going for a little walk today. Waiting for people to go into the woods here. Waiting for people to log on. It's Friday, so people might be busy. I was really hoping at least one person would come on today. It's okay. There's somebody. Just walking around in the Missouri woods, waiting for people to log on. I ain't gonna start until I... Hi, Robert. I'm not gonna start until I get some more people on here. Just walking around in the Missouri woods. I got some things I want to go over with you guys. Or I should say, maybe you're going to have to go over it with me. Because I'm just learning how to walk spiritually. I'm trying to wait at least till Melissa gets on here. Or somebody. Just more people. No, Robert, it's really nice today. Really nice today. It's cold when I got here, but it's a lot nicer today. I studied last night till about 2 in the morning on this whole hell thing. And I gotta say, I don't know if I agree with Matthew on that, on the hell thing. Hi, Melissa. There you are. Maybe you can help. Maybe you guys can help me have a little better understanding about the whole hell thing. Because I'm kind of confused about it. This is really kind of my first time really studying about hell. So I don't really know that much about it. I just kind of had the assumption that heaven and hell has already been established. But I don't know. According to Matthew, it's not yet. As far as hell goes. I was watching this video about it, and I think Stephen from Allentown had a good question. Now that you're here, Melissa, maybe... I invited Matthew, too. I hope he comes on, but I know he's really busy. It's Friday. I'm going to try to... Maybe I can go underneath this cedar tree. It's kind of wet out here. But maybe you guys can help me out. Maybe I can get a little different perspective. Hold on, let me put you down for a minute. Okay. So I was watching Matthew's video about hell. Trying to remember what he called it. The Hebrew word for hell. How we're going to be asleep. And how we're not going to heaven or hell when we die yet until the great white throne judgment. But I thought this was a very good point that Stephen had. And it's in Luke chapter 16:25. And it says, "But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in my lifetime receiveth thy good things, and like Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. And besides all this, between us and you there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that would come from thence. Then he said, I pray thee therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house. Oh, wait. I missed the main point of it, which was on 24. Sorry, let's go back to 24. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. So what flame is he talking about? Is he talking about hell? What do you guys think? And my dad, so you don't think he's in hell? So where is he being tormented then? Where is he being tormented then? Because I'm kind of confused on that. I'm not trying to be a smart aleck here, okay? I'm trying to figure this out too. Trust me, I'm not trying to be... I'm not trying to be a smart aleck. I'm really not, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out because I thought it was a really good question. Now, my dad's Bible tells me to go to Job 21:13. So I'm going to flip over to Job 21:13, and it says, They spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave. Or in mirth. What does that mean? What does mirth mean? You guys know what mirth means? According to Matthew, when we die and we die and we go to the grave, into the dirt, we sleep there until he wakes us up in the great white throne judgment. Is that right? I want to know what this mirth thing is. And I want to know where this guy is being tormented in this flame. And another thing that Matthew said that I thought was interesting was... Okay, Melissa. I'm holding on. I'm trying to figure this out. Well, Matthew's argument is, and this is a good point too. I mean, I'm with both of them on this. These are very good points, and I really want to study this with you guys because I think they both have a good point. I was watching the video about Stephen from Allentown had a question about Luke 24. If there's not a hell yet, then how is he being tormented in the flame? And if Lazarus is in the bosom of Abraham, if they're asleep, if they're sleeping, then how is Lazarus talking to this other guy? The beggar and the rich man. So how is the rich man talking? And the tormenting of the flame, how are they talking back and forth? Or they're not talking back and forth because of the gulf, I should say. I'm sorry, excuse me. They're not talking back and forth. It's saying that they can't because there's a gulf that separates them. So that's kind of where I kind of agree with Matthew, that there are separate compartments to hell. But it's hard for me. There are separate compartments to hell. So I totally get that. But my point is, it's kind of like, spell it? Spell the, oh, wait, let me go back to it. Melissa, the word is, sorry, I don't have anything to prop you guys up on out here. Mirth. M-I-R-T-H. M-I-R-T-H. This is my dad's Bible. It's the Reference Edition. The King James Version Reference Edition. You know what? I kind of like it because my King James Bible doesn't have all these references. But the only thing about my dad's Bible is it has these references, but it's not really explaining to me what mirth means, even though it has it in there. So it didn't really give me a very good reference if it's not going to explain it to me. That's kind of why I'm coming to you guys to try to figure this out. But I thought, what was my other point on this? Okay, there's a gulf. Obviously, there's a gulf in between these places. So the beggar and the rich man could not talk to each other in between this gulf. So to me, it does seem like there is a sort of place that we go when we die that is not just sleeping. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know everything. I don't have everything figured out. I'm just trying to study it with you guys, and I'm just trying to study. Something that I was taught was that, because it seems like to me, okay, let's go over, I'm going to read it again. In Luke 22, it said, "And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lift up his eyes, being in torments." Okay, so my Bible does say hell. "And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom." Again, I'm not trying to be all glory-hounded here. I'm just trying to figure this out because I was up till 2 in the morning thinking about it and studying it and trying to figure this out, because I always thought that there is a heaven and a hell right now. And there is more than Elijah and Enoch in heaven with Yahusha. Trying to get his name right. Yahusha. And I believe the angels are also in heaven with Yahusha right now as well. Not the fallen ones, but the ones that didn't rebel with Satan against Yahusha. So I do believe there are more than just a couple people in heaven, and I do believe that there is a hell right now. Now, I don't know whether it's going to be like hell, like where Satan eventually gets casted into, but a good point that Matthew stated was, if there is a hell, the book of life hasn't been opened yet. So how is God able to judge these people? Because you have to be judged before you go to hell, which is a very good point. You have to be judged before you go to hell. So, but it looks like to me, yeah, I know, Robert. I'm not trying to figure it all out. I mean, we'll know at the end of the days. Yeah, we'll know. But I just kind of want to study this with you guys a little bit because I think it was very good questions. So Matthew was saying, in order to be judged, the book of life has to be open in order to be judged. But it seems like this guy did go to hell. Because it says, in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments. So this guy was in hell. Well, my answer to Matthew's question is, if the book of life isn't opened yet, I don't want to say if it's an answer. It's not an answer. It's more of a question, I guess. Or, maybe a theory that I'm trying to get across here is, maybe God judged this guy from the way he lived. You know what I mean? God is an all-knowing God. I'm not saying he doesn't have to open the book of life to judge these people, but God is an all-knowing God. I don't know if he has to. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm just wondering, does he really have to open the book of life to judge us? I'm not sure about that. I think that. And another question, another theory that I have is maybe the book of life is when the angels seal us, when they seal their saints and they seal the believers, maybe that's when we're put into the book of life. When we, before the end of days, it was like he gave one of the angels a seal or a vial or something to hold the saints' cries in. And God said, don't open any of these seals. Don't destroy the earth until I have sealed my people. So I'm wondering if the book of life isn't the names of the people that he's going to seal and protect. I don't know. It's just a theory, like a question, you know. I'm just wondering. It's a wonder of, that's a thought, you know. I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder if that's what it is. Because according to this verse, I kind of have to be with Stephen from Allentown on that. It says hell. It says hell, but it also does talk about Abraham's bosom, too. I did pray about it, Melissa. I did pray about it. But I really didn't get a whole lot of answers other than like these little wonders of, I wonder this and I wonder that, you know, kind of. I wonder if the book of life is whenever we've been sealed in it. When we get sealed from the angel that seals his people. God said, seal my people first before you destroy the earth and the trees and this and that, whatever. I don't know the whole verse by heart, but I know what it says. And I just think that's a good question. I just wonder if that's what it means. I'm just curious. So I just kind of wondering that, you know, like, yeah, I admire a lot of people that I study with, but that doesn't mean I agree with everything they say either. This is one that I'm having a hard time understanding. You know, when it says, in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, to me it sounds like there is a hell. And I remember a pastor, he told me once something about like how there's a hell right now, but it's not really hell. He's got a place right now for people that are in torment, that are, and they're cast into the lake of fire. And then eventually God's going to, when heaven comes to, not when heaven comes to earth, but eventually whenever he casts the devil into hell, that's when hell is created. Something like that. So I believe that there is a place for torment right now for people. And I don't know exactly if God has to open the book of life to judge these people, because I think God can see what we're doing right now. Like, he can see, he knows all things and he sees all things right now. So I don't think God needs to open a book to judge us. That's just how I believe. I don't think he has to open the book to judge us. I think he already knows. So hold on. I'm going to quit yapping and start listening to Melissa here a little bit. Okay. Some might have earned a direct path to hell. Luke 3:26. I'm just coming to you guys because I want more than one person's opinion on this. Luke 3. Well, I'll get there eventually if the pages will turn. Book 3:26, which was the son of Malith, which was the son of Mattathias, which was the son of Simei, which was the son of Joseph, which was the son of Judah. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. Paul also said that we would be judges over men and angels. They are good questions, you're right. Though God give us only what we can handle. When the season is right for you, it will be shown unto you. We all learn knowledge in different ways. We have to free our minds of the learns of the world. We have given to us their truth. As you wake fully, then you will know all the truth. I don't know, maybe we won't figure this out until after we die, you know? I think there's some deer loping around in the forest back here. I hope it's deer. Sounds like it. But I don't know, I just kind of was like, I was praying about it and meditating about it and really trying to study it, and I don't know, it's hard for me to believe that there's not a hell right now. Even if it's not the fully established hell, it's hard for me to not see that there's somewhere, you know. But I know it also says in Revelations he's going to have the dead rise. So it seems like there are people that are going to sleep for a time and then be risen. But it also seems like there's some people that go directly to hell. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. So, you know, we'll figure it out. You know, like, we'll all figure it out. When the time has come, we'll figure it out. Okay. I also want to say real quick, I was hoping Matthew would get on here because it was his study that I was getting this off of. I tried to let him know that I was going to be on here live, but it's Friday. He's probably busy. But I'm just wondering and pondering and meditating on it. I was kind of wondering what you guys thought about it. So, Melissa, you don't think there's a hell yet? Is that what you said? What about you, Robert? You don't think there's a hell yet either? Yeah, send me the video, Melissa, whenever you get a chance. No rush. When I get back in Arizona, I'll have a whole week where I won't have any distractions or anything. I was just kind of wanting to come to you guys and try to see what you guys think about it. Because I meditated about it and I really didn't get a whole lot of answers about it. It seems like God doesn't really want to let me know about it right now. Maybe it's just not that important to me in my life right now. I don't know. I'm out here walking my dad's property. He's got about 50 acres. It's really pretty out here. It's not as pretty as the mountains, but I'll show it to you guys real quick. It's nice today. It's still gloomy, but it's not like really cold. So that's nice. I'm just trying to figure out this whole hell thing. So somebody else just come in here. Summon Carmaker. Hello. I've never seen you before in here, but welcome. I'm just kind of fellowshipping with some of my friends today, kind of talking about heaven and hell. Something that I still haven't figured out yet. Well, tell me in my own words what I see around me. I see a wonderful, beautiful creation. That's what I see that God's given us to live on. To be honest, I feel like heaven's in the sky and hell's the core of the earth. That's what I feel like right now. But I also feel like the sun could be the lake of fire. So, and I've heard that from other pastors, that maybe the people that do not pass go, do not collect $200, go to the lake of fire. And then when the white throne judgment comes, or when the judgment comes, they'll be casted into hell with Satan whenever hell is actually created. I'm not sure that hell itself is created yet. But obviously, from the verse that I read earlier today, it seems like there is a place of torment. And it says hell, but I know in other translations it could be different. Tell me what the land around you looks like. Well, I'm in Missouri, Melissa, so it's pretty bland. See, it's just trees and the green grass. I'm gonna go up here where it's a little bit prettier. It's trees, green grass. It's actually dried up a little bit. It's been raining for days. It's dried up enough for me to come out here without getting my shoes all muddy. It's really nice that it's not cold. The trees are starting to bloom. Looks like my dad did a little bit of brush hogging out here. The grass is really green and beautiful. Beautiful. Not as pretty as the mountains. I'm missing the mountains right now, guys. But that's just how I personally feel right now. I'm sure when I get better in my studies, maybe I'll dive into it a little deeper. But obviously there is a place of torment for people right now. But I think there's also a place for rest for people as well. So, God has His ways. God has His ways. I felt like when I meditated about it, God really didn't want to tell me a whole lot about it. Maybe this is just something that we're not going to know right now, guys. Maybe this is just something that we're not going to know right now. Oh, I got a kookaburra in my sock. Maybe we're just not supposed to know this right now. You know, there are things that God reveals to us in our waking life, and there are things that only God knows. I know that the angels look upon us and they envy us because they don't have the ability to do like what we do, where we just, I don't know what it says. It says something about how the angels envy us because they're not like us. They don't really have to repent and all that. They don't have to do all that. I know God sent His angels to protect me many times. Many times. So I know they're real. And I know they're with... Oh, that's what I heard. A bunch of cows in the forest. know God's also appointed me certain angels that He's given me to protect me in times of struggle and times of grief and in times of, you know, just to protect me, things like that. The sun's coming through the clouds a little bit. Got these wavy, kind of ripply clouds in the sky. Looks like a bunch of ribs. It's really pretty. Maybe you guys can see it, I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's kind of cool. I don't know, I kind of just wanted to discuss this with you guys. I was hoping Matthew would come in and maybe explain it a little more. He said he was going to dive into it, but that was like over a month ago. He said he was going to dive into it and try to figure it out, but I was hoping maybe he would come on here and kind of divulge into it a little bit with me. But like I said, it's Friday, so he's probably busy. Maybe he'll comment later. Well, before I go, I'm walking my way back. Before I go, I also I have a message for somebody. I know. Don't worry, I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself. Okay, guys? I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself. I told you I've been leveling up, so I'm ready. I'm ready to say it. Tim Sater and Jericho. I want to know, Tim Sater. I want to know. I want to know why. I watched one of your videos. This was a couple weeks ago. I watched one of your videos, Tim Sater. And before you played the guitar, you turned around and it was like you wanted us to see it. You wanted us to see it. And I'm curious. Why do you support the upside down cross? Why do you support the Grim Reaper? I want to know that. I know you guys have been seeking and sneaking in behind and watching videos, other people's videos. So obviously you guys don't have anything else better to do than be bullies. I'm a big girl. I can take care of bullies. I was bullied in high school. It's not a big deal for me to be bullied now. But I want to know. I do. Because you guys want to sit here and call people Satan, but yet you're wearing the upside down cross and the Grim Reaper on your leather vest. What's up with that? I'm not saying you're Satan, because I don't think anybody has the right to call somebody Satan, just like nobody has the right to say who's going to heaven or hell. So that's another where I am on both sides on this. Nobody has the right to say, you're all going to hell. Nobody has the right to say that. Okay? But I want to know why you're supporting the upside down cross and why you're supporting the Grim Reaper. I think that's kind of a little weird to me. Kind of reveals some things to me. You guys want to say I wasn't funny in my videos, but yet I had everybody in the airport laughing. I had everybody laughing about it. Do you know how many people were upset about the whole military thing? There was a lot of people that were upset about the whole, only people go to military to kill people. I was sitting right next to a lady that was like, I can't even believe somebody would say that. Because they fought for your right to be able to say those kind of things. Nobody has the right to judge anybody in these days, guys. And that's what I was trying to say the other day. If you're going to stay closed-minded and you're not willing to open the Bible up and read a little bit more, study a little bit more, then you're not going to go any farther than what you're at. I don't care if you guys bash me and make fun of me. I could give a crap less. But I do want to know why you're supporting the upside down cross. Because for somebody to be called people Satan and you're supporting the upside down cross, kind of weird to me. Kind of weird to me. And I have every right to have my opinion. You don't like my opinion? I don't care. You want to make fun of me? Go for it. It's funny. You don't think mine are funny? Well, I had the whole airport terminal laughing about it. They thought it was funny. I had all my friends and my family laughing about it. They thought it was funny. You guys are too sensitive. I agree. You guys are way too sensitive. That's the problem with being so sensitive. You guys ain't able to open up. You guys aren't able to open up to different views. If you're not able to open up to different views, you're not going to learn nothing. Not going to be able to learn much. And I think your videos are funny. When you made fun of me, it was funny. It's hilarious. It's funny. But at the end of the day, nobody has the right to tell anybody they're going to heaven or hell. Ain't nobody got the right to say that somebody's Satan either. Trust me, when he shows his pretty face, we're all going to know who he really is. And it ain't any of us. And it ain't any of you. I tell you that right now. Ain't nobody got the right to point no fingers. Ain't nobody got the right to go, you are going to hell, you are going to heaven. And ain't nobody got the right to go, you are Satan either. I'm tired of hearing about this hogwash. You guys don't have nothing better to study on? Y'all don't have nothing better to do than to bully people and call people Satan and stuff? Well, I ain't having it. I feel like God gave me my armor not very long ago. And when you guys go to, when things go down, you guys are going to have to answer to every single person that you pointed a finger at and made fun of, and every single person that you called Satan. You guys are going to have to answer for that. You guys don't think you're going to have to answer for those things? Because you are. I mean, yeah, God has a sense of humor. And it's funny. It's funny for a little while. I give you that. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. But you don't have the right to call people Satan. Especially when you're sitting there supporting the upside down cross and the Grim Reaper on the back of your leather vest. I mean, come on, guys. Wake up. I don't care what you believe in tribulation. We're all hitting and missing on that. Just like we're all hitting and missing on the verse that I just said today. That I just read today. We're all hitting and missing. I just get tired of people pointing fingers. Well, you don't know this and you don't know that about tribulation, so you're Satan. I can see it in your eye. I can see it in your eyes. You don't know that. You don't know that. And I have every right to come on here. I have every right to come on here and stand up for my friends. That goes for you too, Robin. I stood up for you whenever people were pointing fingers at you. I stood up for you too. Whether you believe it or not, I did. Ain't nobody have the right to say, you're all going to hell. When you keep doing that, you're all going to hell. Well, I mean, is that all you guys got? Is that it? Because that ain't much. That's why I quit watching you guys. I quit watching you guys as far as knowledge from the Word. And you told me, Robin, you said, I gotta pick. And that's why I picked Matthew, because he reads the Bible. Now, is he right about everything? No, he's not. Is he Satan? No, he's not. You keep calling people Satan. I'm telling you, man, I was brought here for a reason. I was brought into you and Matthew's life for a reason. You're going to have to quit calling people Satan. Because I'm telling you right now, there's only one Satan. And it's not right to be calling people that. It's not. And you're going to have to you're going to have consequences. I'm telling you, man, you better quit. You better repent of that. You tell people all the time, repent, 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 for the day is at hand. Well, you better be repenting too. Because whether you believe it or not, Matthew and these people that you've been calling Satan are your brethren. Whether you want to admit that or not, I don't care. I'm sure y'all make fun of me for this. I don't care anymore. I'm a strong woman of God. I can take care of it. I can handle it. You guys are too sensitive. You guys can't be calling people Satan, and you can't be saying who's going to heaven and hell. Nobody has the right to do that. Absolutely not. I'm tired of hearing it. Oh, you're Satan, they're Satan, everybody's Satan. That's a bunch of malarkey. And I have the right to discern who I want to listen to and who I don't want to listen to. And I have the right to back up my fellow brethren. Just like I back you up, Robin, nobody has the right to say, you're all going to hell, you're all going to hell. Nobody has the right to say that. But nobody has, and I'm going to back up my other brethren. Nobody has the right to say you're Satan either. I don't even see how you think that's okay. I don't even see how you can pray to God and think that it's okay that you're doing that to people. I wouldn't even call an unbeliever Satan. I mean, really? Look at all this trash and filth and all this stuff out in the world, and you think we're Satans? I don't think you really know a whole lot if that's how you really believe. Hi, Sweet Pea. She's a Sweet Pea. Is my dad's dog. She's the sweetest Sweet Pea I ever did see. Sweetest Sweet Pea I ever did see. Isn't she sweetest? She's pretty. We got a little pea right here. That's why we call her Sweet Pea. She's got a little dot right here. Sweet Pea. But it is what it is. I kind of wanted to throw that out there because it's the truth. And I feel like I've just been sitting here and not saying nothing about it. And, you know, I just don't get it, Tim Sater. I don't get it. Your videos are hilarious. They are hilarious. I'll give you that. I just don't understand why you support the Upside Down Cross and the Grim Reaper. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then, Robin, you want to go and call a bunch of people Satan, but yet you support a man that wears the Upside Down Cross on his vest. But you're so discernful, right? It's right in front of your face. Jericho and Tim Stater, you know what? You remind me of the same bullies that bullied me in high school. And they bullied like special needs kids, and they bullied like a lot of people. They're freaking jerks. But I give you it. It is funny. I'll give you that. I just only pray that you guys open your eyes, and at least, you know, I don't care about May 21st. If that's how you fully believe, then that's how you fully believe. I'm not going to sit here and say you're Satan because I disagree with you on that. You know what I mean? Like, but you're never going to learn past your little one-track mind box if you're not able to open up to more people's views and more people's teachings. I'm not a teacher by any means. I'm not well-read, obviously. But I know that we don't have the right to pick and choose who's going to heaven and hell, and we don't have the right to point at people and say they're Satan, they're Satan, they're Satan, they're Satan, they're not Satan, they're not Satan, they're not Satan. So it's not any different. It's not any different. When you say, we're all going to hell, we're all going to hell, and nobody has the right to do that, you're doing the exact same thing, Robin. When you sit there and you point at these people and say that they're Satan, you're doing the exact same thing. Do you not see that? Do you not see that, Robin? Do you not see that, Tim Sater? Do you not see that, Jericho? I'm calling you guys out. And I'm sure you'll just make a bunch of funny videos about this. I don't care. But at least I can sit here and call you guys out for what you are. You want to get on Matthew about, oh, you're all going to hell. Even though he apologized about it, at least he apologized about it. At least he humbled himself. That's more than I could say for you guys that are sitting there picking and choosing who's Satan and who's not Satan. That's the same difference. Same thing, different name. Different way of saying it. It's the same thing, guys. If you guys don't want to open your eyes about tribulation, that's fine. Go ahead. I don't care anymore about that. Because everybody's hitting and missing on that, okay? But now let's not be hypocritical and make videos saying, oh, we're all going to hell. When you're doing the same thing, when you're picking and choosing who's Satan and who's not. Same thing, guys. Same thing. It's very hypocritical to me. And I'm not going to sit here and let you guys poke fun at my friends either. You guys are my friends too. I didn't sit there and let Matthew poke at you guys and tell you all go in hell either, did I? And didn't. I made a very stern video about that too. And you liked that, Robin. You liked that. There's the old fish pond. You guys see it? You guys see the pond? That's probably the prettiest thing out here on my dad's property. He's got this cool fish pond. It's got bass and catfish and sunfish and perch and smallmouth, largemouth bass. I like to fish. Talking about being a fisherman. How do you think people are going to look at you when you're calling people Satan? To be honest, being a new believer, I shouldn't say I'm a new believer, but being a new being more studied in the Word, I just don't know how you could call people Satan, but backlash Matthew still to this day for saying we're all going to hell. Matthew's repented of that. Have you repented of calling people Satan? Probably not. I hope you do, because you're going to have to answer for that. So I really hope you repent of that. Man, it's such a nice day. Finally, it's warm enough to actually get out and walk around. But I probably better get off here. But I'm going to say it one more time. God brought me into y'all's lives for a reason. I might not be well studied. I'm still learning the Bible. I'm still reading it. But I know God brought me in y'all's lives for a reason. So you might want to listen up a little bit. At least with this one point. If that's the only thing you hear from me. But I pray that you repent of that. If that's the only thing you ever take from me, then I will have done my duty with you guys. You don't have the right to tell people that they're Satan. You don't have the right to say they're going to heaven or hell. You need to repent of that, guys. And I am wondering, Tim Sater and Jericho, why you're representing the upside down cross and the Grim Reaper. I don't understand that. Doesn't make any sense to me. Does not make no sense to me to be calling people Satan when you're representing the upside down cross and the Grim Reaper. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I expect backlash over this video. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. Like I said, I've leveled up. I've been leveling up. It's not a big deal to me. Alright, well, thanks guys for coming on here and taking a walk with me and discussing these verses with me a little bit. I do kind of feel like that maybe this is something that we're not going to know until it's over. The whole hell thing and the whole, is there a heaven and a hell right now, or if there's a hell right now established or not. And I'll read more on it. I'm sure I'll figure more about it later. I'm just learning how to walk spiritually. But I think that those are good questions that I had. And I had, and Matthew had, and I hope that maybe we can kind of study this together and kind of maybe try to get a little more information on it. I think we can do better on learning it together than learning it single-handedly by ourselves. I know that much. But I love everybody, I really do. Whether you want to call people names or not, I still love you. But I promised my friend I'd come over and visit with her for a little while, so I told her I'd be over there in about an hour. It's been over an hour, so I probably better get going. I could sit here and talk to you guys for all day long. Sit here and talk to you guys about the Word all day. I love it. I love it. I surely haven't got any of this information from church, I'll tell you that, so I do admire you guys. I don't think that's a bad thing. I do have a special admiration for Matthew and Melissa and Robert, and I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Sorry if I'm missing out on somebody there. But I do have a special admiration for you guys. And I don't look at it as a negative thing. I look at it as a positive thing. Because you guys have taught me more than any church I've ever been to, any pastor I've ever listened to. You guys have taught me more. And I only pray that we come closer through all this. We will. We will. We'll come closer. I know we will. But just know that every single one of us are here for a reason. Good, bad, or indifferent, we're all here for each other for a reason. God put us here for a reason. No doubt in my heart, no doubt in my mind that we know each other now for a reason and for good reasons. So let's love one another the best we can. That doesn't mean you're never going to correct somebody. It's just like my parents wouldn't really love me if they never corrected me on things, I want correction. That's what I want. I want to be corrected. I'm not scared to be corrected. Because I want to be corrected. I want to get it right. I want to know the truth. Let me go in here and read some of these comments, and then I'm going to head out. Okay, let's see here. Hi, Marius. They will lose their life for lack of knowledge. Melissa says, problem is too many love their fairy tale and fables and they won't let it go. I know, they want to live in their sweet sugar-coated lollipop land. Being mocked is part of following Christ. It comes with the territory. I agree. But I tell you what, right now, being mocked is only making me stronger. So come on, bring it. Bring it. Bring it. It's only making me stronger. So go ahead, bring it. We all know who I'm talking about. All we can try to do is set people straight by measure of scriptures and truth, right? I don't know what's going to happen on May 21st. I mean, Robin said, oh, well, I don't know what's going to happen on May 21st. But then he's also said, oh, well, it's the rapture's going to happen. The end of the world's going to happen on May 21st. But I've also heard him say, I don't know what's going to happen on May 21st. I don't think he really knows. Sorry about that was called anyways, What I Miss. Lots of love, Melissa. Okay, well, I'm going to get off here. Lots of love, guys. I love you guys. I love everybody. I really do mean that. And as I say at the end of my videos, the truth is what you want, and I bring it. I know, Melissa, you bring it. That's why I like you. I'm glad. That's what I was telling Robert earlier. I was hoping Melissa gets on here because you do. You bring a lot of truth to the table. You and Matthew bring a lot of truth to the table. And that's why I like studying with you guys, because you've revealed a lot to me, you know? I don't know how to read the Bible in Hebrew. I don't know how to do all that stuff. So I feel like God brought you guys to me for a reason, for that reason, you know? And I'm sure, and I know I'm a special person to God. I know I am. He tells me that all the time. I feel like he tells me that, I should say. When I say I feel like God's told me this and I feel like God's told me that, it's a feeling, okay? It's not a, Ashley, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not like, Ashley, you know, it's like, it's not like that. So I don't want you guys thinking that I literally think God's talking to me. I feel like he is. It doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still learning this stuff. Still learning this stuff, guys. But I do. I love every single one of you. And bring it. Bring on the truth. Bring on the truth. I want to know it. I want to know it. I want to be corrected. I want to know the truth. I want to better my relationship. And sometimes it takes people like you to kick me in the butt and go, this is it. This is the truth. You know? Sometimes it's what it takes. It's what it took for me. But I better go. I better quit yapping. I love all of you. Love and peace.